Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is August the 3rd, 2018. This is our trade recap of our price predictions that we did yesterday only for our HueFin News members. Just give you more evidence and proof that we understand exactly where the market is going to go before the market actually moves in that direction. You can see here on the right side of the screen is the location as to where, if you were our member, you'll get this information on a daily basis for the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the market. And as well, another benefit would be if you are interested in a different altcoin paired against a different pair, then you can definitely request it, and we will do a viewer request just for you. You can see here on the right side of the screen that we uploaded this video on August 1st. Today is August 3rd at 6 p.m. I just want to show you what was read, what I wrote in the caption on this video. This is our analysis for August 1st, 2018. We are still noticing indications of opportunities for altcoins to move higher. That was on the 1st of August. Looking at today, our analysis for yesterday, August 2nd, 6:26 p.m., we uploaded this video. Again, overall weakness is still in play, although we are seeing slight indications that alts will move higher. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to play 4 price predictions that we did yesterday: Ethereum, Ripple, EOS, and Litecoin. All 4 of these cryptocurrencies are definitely moving higher in price at the moment. I want you to follow us on the left side of the screen because this is the current market phase of the cryptocurrencies, just to show you that before the market actually moved higher, that we have already seen it on the charts as to what direction the market's going to go. Now, before I play these videos, the link is going to be in the description of this video. If you are interested in becoming one of our members, we definitely have a lot of things in store to make sure that this community becomes more self-reliant upon their own trading decisions. That is our whole purpose of instituting this organization. This community is for all of us to become more independent of our own trading skills and not to become dependent on some other person on YouTube or some financial advisor or some type of proprietary, so-called proprietary software to help you in your trading, because you don't need any of those things if you just understand what we know. So first off, we are going to take a look at Ethereum. That is at the, let me go ahead and go there for you. And I want you all to listen to what was said in trade was 54,000 Ethereum, and then pay attention to the left side of this chart because you'll see exactly what occurred in the market. 505 Satoshis, and Ethereum is continuing to give us weakness on the daily price chart. I think we said that we was looking for Ethereum to possibly come down to 50,000 Satoshis evenly, and that is still on course as of right now. We're just going through this consolidation just like we did here during the beginning half of April, ending half of March, beginning half of April. So today still tells us that weakness is still here. Taking a look at the 3-hour bars, you guys can tell that weakness is still apparent in Ethereum, and that the only thing that is able to keep this currency from moving any lower is 54,000 Satoshis in or around that price. There is some minor strength coming into Ethereum right now, which simply means that this currency can come up to around 55,000, even 55,500 Satoshis in the short term. Okay, Definitely, I am seeing indications of market strength in Ethereum, so I am looking for this currency to move higher, but I'm not convinced as of yet that it's going to move substantially to the upside. Prior areas of resistance is right there around 55,000, all the way up there towards 55,500 Satoshis. Okay, so expect consolidation, possibly movement to the upside in Ethereum, but please be cautious that since the overall market in this currency is to the downside, to not expect huge movement higher in price. Our analysis is just simply for this currency to move higher until it hits an area of resistance to where it's going to move back down to lower prices. 54,600 is the very first area of resistance, but it can possibly break that, so just keep that in mind. But as of right now, yes, I'm looking for Ethereum to move higher, but not that high. So already I told you all to expect Ethereum to move higher, and you can tell right now, as a matter of fact, this currency is continuing to give us strength in the space to where it has broken even our forecasted price, which is always a positive when you understand the true direction of the market. So now the next one is going to be Ripple. So I want you all to listen again, and then I'm going to bring it on the left side on the chart to let you all see what occurred in the market for Ripple as well. So now we're looking at Ripple. You can see this currency is down 2.78%. Last trade was 57,100 Satoshis. And we told you yesterday in our video that 60,000 Satoshis is resistance. You guys can tell here on the daily price chart that stockpile came in on the market, and that's why we're continuing to move lower in price right now. And you can see here on the 3-hour chart that the moment that we came up here to 60,000 Satoshis, we have been moving lower in price ever since then. We had a lot of volume come in on this particular 3-hour bar, and you can see here that we did not get the movement to higher prices, which is one of the main indications as the market is still giving us some weakness, and that we're looking for Ripple to continue to move to the downside. Now, it might actually try to hold support around 57,000 Satoshis. Right there, I already told you that Ripple might hold support around 57,000 Satoshis. And this is right here during this particular time period when we was doing the video. And I saw already that Ripple can hold support there. You can see this currency is down 2.78%, 60,000 Satoshis. We have been moving. That's going to be the case. And yes, expect this currency to, but definitely it could go a lot lower than that. And you can see here on the 3-hour chart that the moment that we came up here to 60,000 Satoshis, we have been moving lower in price ever since then. We had a lot of volume come in on this particular 3-hour bar, and you can see here that we did not get the movement to higher prices, which is one of the main indications as the market is still giving us some weakness, and that we're looking for Ripple to continue to move to the downside. Now, it might actually try to hold support around 57,000 Satoshis, but definitely it could go a lot lower than that. 56,500 Satoshis will be the next area of support for Ripple. But as of right now, I'm not seeing a lot of strength in this particular currency. It can hold where it is trading now, and if that's going to be the case, then yes, expect this currency to hold that as support and move higher in price. But as of right now, we are still trying to hold that area of support. If it breaks it, then expect continuation to movement to the downside. So literally, you always have to watch the market to see whether or not Ripple was going to hold at 57,000. Because if you would have saw during this particular time, the market did not break. That was a dead giveaway that the market for Ripple is going to continue to move higher in price. So this is the 45-minute bars in Ripple, and you guys can see here, I'm not necessarily looking for Ripple to break severely to the downside. It's possible, but again, it might just come up to around 56,500 to bounce that support and move higher from there in the short term, okay? So my analysis is for Ripple to continue to move lower, albeit it might not be that low, so just keep that in mind. It can hold support where it's trading now, or ultimately it might come to around 56,500 and then move higher from there. But nevertheless, I'm still seeing indications of market weakness, and I'm looking for Ripple to move to the downside. So just keep a watch out to figure out where support is going to be. So in that situation in Ripple, we were still seeing weakness, but we also knew that the market was going to had a probability of holding support around 57,000. So that's why it's important for you all to continue to watch your trade, because the market was not completed as to what direction it was going to go when we did our analysis. So we had to give you all both opportunities to say where the market was going to go, but we reiterated numerous times to say that this coin can hold support where it was trading and move higher from where it is now. So that's exactly what occurred in the space in Ripple. So now the next one is going to be EOS. That percent last trade was 93,709 Satoshis. And just like with Bitcoin Cash, EOS has given us 2 days, consecutive days of probable precursors of strength in the market. And right now we are still showing another probable precursors of strength. We just have not had the opportunity to actually break out in higher prices. But the longer that we maintain these probable precursors of strength bars at the bottom of the market, continues to give you more evidence that we are building up momentum to allow this currency to move higher in price. Okay. Now, 3-hour bars is giving us a different indication of where weakness is, right there around 95,000 Satoshis. You can tell here by non-interest and higher prices came into the market. So what we need to do now in EOS is to figure out where support is going to be to allow this currency to move higher in price. Now, we can hold support above 93,000 Satoshis, then I'm still looking for EOS to continue to move higher in price. There you go. I just told you right there. If EOS can stay above 93,000 Satoshis, I'm still looking for the market to move higher in price. If it breaks 93,000 Satoshis, then again, we're overall in a consolidation to where 97,000 all the way back down to and around 91,000 Satoshi is support. Okay, so the 3-hour bars, as well as telling us that the volume has been subsiding, which is not a good thing that we needed to see in order for this currency to move higher. So taking a look at the 1-hour bars, it is definite that 95,000 Satoshi is resistance, so that's why we're not moving higher at this particular time. But like I stated earlier, if EOS stays above 93,000 Satoshis, expect movement to the upside. If it breaks 93,000 Satoshis, then expect movement to the downside. As of right now, I'm still expecting EOS to continue to move higher, but there is a very slim possibility that EOS can break 93,000 Satoshis and move to the downside. But as of right now, I'm still seeing more indication that this currency is building up enough energy to continue to move higher in price. So next one on the list. So that was another correct analysis price prediction in EOS. The last one is going to be Litecoin. $121 Satoshis, and Litecoin literally has been consolidating for the last 6 trading days, including today. So I am getting more positive about Litecoin having a breakout relatively soon, but the spread of yesterday's bar is so small compared to the amount of volume that came into the space. Definitely lets us know that this currency is trying to find a landing zone to where it can move higher in price. So we're looking at the 3-hour bars in Litecoin, and I'm still seeing indication that this market is trying to move higher in price. 10,050 Satoshis look like it's going to hold that support. The market got inundated with some stockpile, and we still continue to move higher in price, which is more positive news to state that I'm looking for Litecoin to continue to move higher. Now again, that 10,300 Satoshi area is resistance. So just keep that in mind. But I am looking for Litecoin to move higher in price. You can tell 10,050 is support. So that is the crucial price area that you need to understand that Litecoin has to stay above in order for the prospects of them to continue to move higher continues. Okay, but right now, yes, there is some strength coming into the market. Again, we might not move that high, so just keep that in mind. And definitely, long term, overall, Litecoin is still giving us some weakness. I'd just like to get a little bit more indicators of market strength in this particular space before I will say this currency is going to break out, which it might happen tomorrow. Honestly, it can happen tomorrow depending on how today's daily price bar ends. So there you go. I gave you 4 situations in one day to where we forecasted the market to continue to move higher in price. We're not here to convince you. We're simply here to give you proof and evidence that we have the truth analysis of forecasting price movement. No one can ever come to you and tell you again that you cannot predict where prices are likely to go, because we are just giving you more evidence as to you can. If you're interested in learning more about language analysis, like I said earlier, the link is going to be in the description of the video. If you're interested, go ahead and click on that link, and from there you guys will gain access to all the other exclusive content that our members are able to enjoy, because we value this information that we possess, and we only want to give this information to those who value it as well. And if you're one of those such persons, to come on over, you're more than welcome to come and join us. We're ready to build a huge community of individuals who are able to trade on their own. If that's you, come on over. The price is very minimal compared to the type of information that you will be gaining. That's all I got for today. Make sure you all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all later.